Hello, this is a short video to show how straightforward it can be to get up and running with a very simple sort of read-only Fiori prototype of an app in just a few minutes. Fiori being the go-to UI and UX for all SAP products across the product spectrum. It's a very nice set of guidelines based on UI5 as well. And most recently, SAP have put out the SAP Web IDE, previously known as WAT, previously known as River RDE. And it's a really nice cloud-based, or you can run it on-premise as well, IDE. One of the really good design features of the Web IDE is that it's based upon a series of plugins. And you can write your own plugins, and you can write your own templates. So what I've done is I've built myself a little plugin with a template that helps me go from what I often start out with at the start of a project, at the start out of a proof of concept, which is some sketches and ideas on the back of a fag packet and some data in a spreadsheet. And where better to hold that data in the cloud with Google Apps. It's my spreadsheet cloud system of choice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this spreadsheet with some data, and we'll have a look at the relationship between the bits of data I'm going to fill the spreadsheet with. Then we're going to use the SAP Web IDE to build a very simple master detail Fiori app and then run it. And that app will consume the data in the spreadsheet. So let's start. I've got some sample data here locally, and it's just the north wind. Which is customers and orders and so on. So I've got this in CSV format. I'm just going to load up the customers, and we'll see that. Let's actually say replace current sheet, import into there. And while it's importing, we'll see it's got a customer ID, a company name, all sorts of classic enterprise style data. It's going to be, the app's going to be, they're going to show customers and the orders that those customers have placed. And there's an inherent sort of relationship between the customers and their orders, and that relationship can almost be described as master detail, as in, let's call this sheet of customers master, and we're going to upload the north wind orders as well that those customers have placed. So here's my orders CSV, just sample data. This is sort of data you start out with. You may extract it from a BI system or something. Let's add insert new sheet. There we go. Import. So you might start out with an extract and say, okay, how can we work with this? So there's our orders. Actually, in fact, let's call it detail. Okay. So we can see in the master we have a customer ID, company name, and so on. And the thing that links the two is the customer ID. There's a customer ID here. Now I've got some sort of well-known column headers or attribute names. I'm going to call this title. I'm going to have the company name as attribute 1 and the city, maybe, the city as attribute 2. And I'm going to say, well, the country is, I'm going to stick that in the status field. These are all properties of various Fiori or UI5 controls that we're going to be showing in the app itself. All will become clear shortly. And we'll have this as the value. There we go. So I've just changed the headers, change the attribute names of some of these columns. Now let's go to the detail, and we're not interested in the order ID, but we'll just put title here, which links up the customer ID. Order date, that'll do. We'll have that as dimension 1. We've got freight in kilograms, I guess, and where it's being shipped to. So let's have that as dimension 2 and freight as dimension 3. There we go. We can start consuming this in our to-be Fiori app now. All we need is the spreadsheet's ID, but let's come to that in a second. So what I've done is I've built my own little plugin repository, and inside there I've got a template plugin project, and I've got this plugin called Google Sheet Sourced App. Okay. Now I'll do another video with the technical details of how I created that, but for now let's create a new project. So imagine now you've got your fag packet with the details of what you want to do on it, and you've got your spreadsheet there. In fact, let's go to the spreadsheet and just give it a name, I don't know, Northwind customers and orders, for example. Doesn't really matter what it's called. Where are we? Here we go. And project name is going to be, I don't know, North Wind order. Oh no, North Wind will do. Yeah. There we go. And now, when you're using the Web IDE, you get a series of templates to select from, to start from. And there's different categories. Let's select all categories. You'll see in the all categories, we've got this one called Google Sheet Sourced App. Now that's coming from my own category, QMacro. There it is, Google Sheet Sourced App. So let's choose that. And the description is a master detail style application with data sourced from a Google spreadsheet. So let's go for that. Now the template customization mechanism now kicks in. And once that's loaded, we should get a view of a little screenshot here of representative of where this data is coming from. Application title, North Wind customer orders. The namespace is not mandatory. The sheet ID, so this is the ID of the Google spreadsheet, which is this thing here. Let's just copy that, stick it into our sheet ID field. The title for the master page is going to be master detail, so this is customers. It's going to have customers in the master part of the application and orders in the detail. Welcome to the demo. That'll do for now. It's not really that important, that bit. And then in the dimension information, in the detail, order information. That'll do for the detail table title. The dimension 1 was the ship date. Dimension 2 was the ship to, and dimension 3 was freight. Okay, so let's do that. Ship date, ship to, location, and freight. And the unit is kilograms, which will come handy shortly. So if we hit next, that's all we have to do, and hit finish, and the template mechanism will do its the things that it needs to do to create this little proof of concept or prototype app for us. There we go, and we've come back to the Web IDE, and we've got this North Wind project now, which I've created, or the template's created for us. And if we now run the app itself, let's see what happens. Will it work? Now I'm in a hotel here and the Wi-Fi is not great, but there we go. Oh my goodness me, it's worked. So we've got the customers, and we've got the welcome title, and we can see the detail from the customer sheet called master. Okay, we've got the title, this attribute here, and so on. The value goes on the right-hand side. There we go. And we've got the number there. And if we select one of these, we get a nice table inside an icon tab bar, an icon tab filter, with the details of the orders for this particular customer. Let's choose another one, Beglunds. And then we've also got a nice chart, all for free, with a little kg there. So in less than 5 minutes, we've gone from our scratchy definitions of what we want to do, plus our spreadsheet style data, to a fully working app that runs in the cloud, you can run on your phone, and it's a great starter. Okay, thanks for watching.